Dougie Fresh, you know how we do. Hey guys, it is John Cochran, and today it is System Saturday. And on today's System Saturday, what I wanted to do is I wanted to go through and give you a system and show you how in the world I really went ahead and I've used Facebook as a tool to go ahead and get so many buyers that you would be embarrassed to even hear the number. I mean, it is in the tens of thousands of buyers that I've snagged right off of Facebook. I'm going to show you how I do it. I'm going to give you my system straight for that, and you know, you're going to be really, really impressed. So, guys, what I want you to go through and do is, first of all, you have to have a Facebook account to go through and do this. And if you don't have a Facebook account, there's kind of a billion people on there, so you might want to go ahead and get it. So, guys, I've been very, very successful at going through and with buyers and having a lot of buyers really just at my fingertips. And this is how I did this on Facebook. So, you know those ads over on the right-hand side? Okay, of Facebook, those ads over on the right-hand side. I'm going to show you how to go ahead and put those ads up on there, and then I'm going to show you how in the world you're gonna go ahead and attract buyers to those ads. I'm going to show you how to do the ads. Check this out. Okay, so here we are logged into the wonderful Facebook. So you can see here that this is just my home screen of Facebook, and those ads that I'm talking about that I've got so many buyers off of are on the right-hand side. And as you can see here, right here is one of my ads. Guys, when I tell you that I have generated tens of thousands of buyers leads off this, I am not kidding you. But anyways, you know, those are the ads that I'm talking about. These ads right over on the right-hand side, and I can tell you that they work like crazy. So, but how do you create these? How do you go ahead and create these ads and then start driving buyers to them? So, very simple. So, what you need to do is you need to go up to this little wheel right here, and you need to go to your ads and create an ad, or you manage your ads or whatever. So you can either do it right over there by going up to that wheel, or you can just go through right here to the ads manager. I just personally use this ads manager. It takes you all to the same exact place though. So you probably wouldn't think that you can go ahead and get a lot of buyers off of Facebook, but you really can. So and if you don't believe that I am doing all this stuff and how much I believe in Facebook, I want to show you how much money that I have spent on Facebook, just so that you can see that this is no joke. I spent almost $50,000 over the past year just on these ads alone. So $49,568.94. So if you think that I don't believe in this, you are absolutely crazy. Okay, because you can see the number right there that I've spent on that. So if you go up here, what you need to do in order to attract a bunch of buyers is you need to go up to create an ad. Okay, so go and click create an ad. And the very first thing that you need to do is you need to choose a Facebook destination. So whenever they click one of those ads on the right-hand side, where do you want them to go? Okay, so we send these all to you know, one of our squeeze pages, and we use one of our Buyers on Fire squeeze pages. So let's just go ahead and do one of our Buyers on Fire squeeze pages. Okay, so here's one of our Buyers on Fire squeeze pages that we use. So type in that URL with the HTTP, you know, / whatever. Enter in all that stuff, and then what you need to do is you need to do your headline and your text. Okay, so this is stuff that you're going to have to test inside your business. I'm just going to go through and I'm just going to go ahead and do a rent to own, you know, basically a headline for you guys. So I would just do like rent to own homes. Okay, so you need to do something catchy, and again, you're going to have to test this inside and out. You can see here that whenever I go through and I am writing like the headline and whatnot, it is building my ad over here. Just like, you know, in past System Saturdays, I've given you videos on, you know, Plenty of Fish dating websites on how we find buyers off there. It builds your ad exactly like that. And then you just need to do your text. And again, you're gonna have to test this stuff to see what in the world is gonna start pulling best. So maybe do over 50 rent to own homes. bad credit, okay. Okay, so what you would go through and do is you would go through and just type in your headline, rent-to-own homes. Text is over 50 rent-to-own homes available, bad credit, okay. And then this is what it would look like. Now, I can tell you that you want to keep this over here, the description. You want to keep it as catchy as you can, but you want to keep it as short as you possibly can. So, okay, so a little trick that we do. Okay, so to give you an example, here's the headline that I'm going to go with. It's local rent-to-own homes over 50 available, bad credit, okay. Great, right? So this is what the ad's going to look like, and then you just upload an image. Now, the image is very, very important on the Facebook ads because that's really how you're going to grab their attention. So one image that we always use in our business is one of these, a home that I have flipped on, let's see here, Neville Street right here. And for some reason, I don't know why, but this particular picture has pulled the best. I've just tested this stuff inside and out. It's tested, it's just pulled the best for us. So it will go through and it will add that image in right here, and then that is the image that you saw at the very beginning of this video. Okay, so this is what my ad will look like. This is exactly what my ad will look like. Now, to give you guys a very good tip on writing your description, because this is where you're going to have the most trouble, okay, is writing your description. What you want to do is you always want to keep it your headline of your squeeze page. So to give you an example, I'm going to go to a squeeze page that I have, and do not opt into this because I get really irritated when people opt into our squeeze pages and they're not going to buy a home from us. You know, just trying to find out what my funnel is and this and that. I'll just tell you what my funnel is. Come on. Okay, so here it is. Local rent-to-own homes, bad credit, okay, over 50 available. That is the headline of the squeeze page. Now, if you noticed, this description right here is local rent-to-own homes over 50 available, bad credit, okay. It's the same exact headline that I just used for this. Now, why did I do that? Because when people click on those ads over on the right-hand side, they click it because of the picture, and then they click it because local rent-to-own homes over 50 available, bad credit, okay. If they click that, that sparked their interest, then what's going to happen is they come to this. It's very, very similar. You're more prone to go ahead and get their info out of them. Now, if I would have had a completely different thing that says rent-to-own homes, then it would have said, buy a rent-to-own home from us. We are the best in the world, I promise you. And then you go over here and it just says local rent-to-own homes, bad credit, okay, over 50 available. Now you've got to kind of got the double whammy involved. So now you've got to pass their test of them liking this description, and then they have to like this one, and then they have to fill out your information. So that's just a tip that you want to go ahead and use, is to go ahead and use your description and just use it as the headline. Whatever your headline is on your page, just use that. Now, whenever you're finding buyers, you need to segment your buyers. I've always taught everybody that you need to segment. I do this in Buyers on Fires. I tell you that you need to segment your buyers by where they live, okay? So what I always do is you choose the location of them, and then you choose the city, and then just choose the city of whatever city that you are targeting. And we do one city per we do one ad per city. So if we're marketing for buyers in 20 different cities, we're going to go through and do 20 different ads. Now, the reason I really love Facebook, guys, is because once you get this thing set up, you can forget about it. There's no virtual assistant that has to do any of this stuff. There's none of that crap. Okay, the software that they have developed just goes ahead and it just gets the ads out, and you just stop and start right at your leisure. Okay, so you just choose your audience right here, the Beaver Creek, Ohio, and if you always want to boost your conversions as well, you could also do a headline like Beaver Creek Homes. Okay, that will help out. So you're targeting people in Beaver Creek, the city, and then you have right here Beaver Creek Homes. That would help your conversion as well. So that's another trick for you that you can do. I always go through, and since we do one ad per city, I always have the checkbox right here checked, include cities within 10 miles. I just always go through and check that. And then for the buyer part of it, what we're looking for is I'm looking for people of the ages of about 20 years old all the way up to 55, okay? That's just the typical people that are going to be on Facebook. That's my target audience that is going to be typically buying a home for me. So 20 to 55, that's just what we do on Facebook. Gender, you want to do of all. Precise interest, nothing there. Broad categories. This is where most people go wrong whenever you're looking for buyers on Facebook, is because you naturally want to go ahead and say, well, let's do the precise interest of realtors or real estate. No, you're going to be targeting nothing but people that have real estate as an interest to them. So who are you going to target? You're going to target realtors, you're going to target mortgage brokers. That's not your audience. That is not your audience, and you don't want realtors or any of that to even see any of your stuff. So the precise interest, leave that blank. The audience right here, don't check any of this stuff whenever you're looking for retail buyers, rent-to-own buyers, cash buyers. Don't check any of that stuff, okay? Note that. Write that down, please. I get that question on a daily basis. Connections, you want to just keep to anyone. Friends of connections, don't do anything with that. And then you want to do, you just name your campaign here. This is where you name it. What we always would do is this is kind of the budgeting part of it, and this is in your Facebook ad of how you would go through and identify your ad. So maybe you would do rent-to-own buyers. Okay, so this would be all your rent-to-own buyers. Your campaign budget, how much are you going to spend? Are you going to spend $15 per day? Or are you going to spend $400 over a lifetime of this date? How are you going to go ahead and do it? So I personally, unless I was going to go ahead and roll out a campaign, maybe for the next 30 days or something like that, I always go through and just do a per day budget. And in my eyes, you can do however what you want on this, but if you're not going to spend at least $10 a day, this strategy probably is not worth your time. Okay, it's probably not worth your time. Now, one of the reasons why I love Facebook, which I should have said at the very beginning of this System Saturday video, is because the buyers are extremely cheap. So if you don't know anything about getting a buyer lead, you could pay all the way up to, for a good buyer lead, anywhere between $50 to $60 for a good buyer lead, which you'll do all day. You will do absolutely all day to go ahead and I'd pay $50 to go ahead and get a good buyer that's already, approved to buy a home or whatever. Okay, but Facebook, the buyers are going to end up costing you about $1 or $2 a lead. Okay, so meaning that if you're going to go ahead and spend $10 a day on Facebook, you're going to be expecting anywhere between 5 to 10 buyers a day. Now, those stats are simply coming because all of these from our Buyers on Fire squeeze pages. Okay, so that's just the way that our squeeze pages convert at. And I know that. So if you're using a Buyers on Fire squeeze page, just understand that you're going to end up getting about, $1 for every $1 or $2 that you spend, you're going to get a buyer. So if you want to go ahead and build a buyers list of 1,000 people a month, you want to bring in 1,000 buyers, you want to spend, right around $1,000. Okay, $1,000 to $2,000, and you will get 1,000 buyers out of that. Now, if you don't think that you can make $1,000 back out of 1,000 buyers, you are doing something severely wrong. Okay, severely wrong. So name your campaign right here. Choose your campaign budget, whatever it is. Start low, build up. Right now we're spending about $150 a day on this, but I didn't start that high. I did not start that high by any means. I started low. I started at $10 a day. That's how much I started off at. Campaign schedule, we keep that to run it continuously. And here's another trick that nobody really knows about, and I can prove this day in and day out right to you. But right here, you're bidding against other people on Facebook. Now, what Facebook does is they give you a suggested bid. So whenever somebody goes ahead and clicks that ad, they give you a suggested bid that is going to cost you anywhere between 40 cents to $1.07. Okay, so naturally what you would want to go through and do is you'd probably either want to do 0.40. Okay, so you'd either want to do 0.40, or you would go ahead and just say, you know what, I'm going to be a rebel today. I'm going to do $1.07, because that's exactly what they're suggesting. Well, that's not what I do. Okay, so that's not how I go ahead and run this by any means. So what I do is I go through and I will go and set my cost per click at, say, $10. Okay, so I'll set my cost per click at $10. Now, what that guarantees me is that all these other jokers that are on Facebook, they think that they're doing good and their ads are showing up and whatnot at $1.07 because they're bidding $1.07. Well, Facebook is going to go ahead and show mine before theirs any day of the week, okay, because I went ahead and I did $10 per click. Now, I know that you've got Huggies on right now because you just wet your pants and you just said absolutely no way that I can go ahead and pay $10 a click. If I get 100 clicks, are you kidding me? How the hell am I even going to stay in business? Well, that's not the way Facebook works. That's not the way that Facebook works. So I will go through and do $10 per click on this, and I will show you, I could show you right into my account right here, and I will here in a minute, that you're not going to pay $10 a click. I can promise you that. It just guarantees that you're going to get more impressions, or it's just going to show you that you're going to go ahead and get more people to see your ad, and you only get charged every time they click that, and I'm going to show you that you're not going to get charged $10 a click. You're going to probably get charged anywhere between 30 cents to $1. That's about what it's going to be. So virtually just goes ahead and guarantees that you're going to get a lot of views on your ad. And if you ever wonder why you keep seeing the same ad over and over and over again on Facebook, they've probably done this little trick that I just showed you. Whenever I'm marketing for people into the info marketing space, so I will go ahead and do $100 a click on this, and I get charged right around $1. Okay. Once you get done with this, you just click place your order. What happens is Facebook's going to review this. Sometimes it goes ahead and takes 24 hours for them to go ahead and review it, and then sometimes it's as quick as honestly almost instantly. Rumor has it that they'll approve your ad. Rumor has it that if you go ahead and do all of your ads on Facebook on Sundays, that they go ahead and get approved quicker. I don't believe that. I was told that by a good friend of mine, but I personally just do not believe it. I've done, just like I showed you, $50,000 in ads, and I have not seen a difference in that. So, but that's just the rumor going around on Facebook Street. So once you get done with that, click place your order right there, and then it will go through and it will send you a little notification up on the top. It'll send you a little notification whenever you go through and your ad goes live. Okay, so it'll send you a notification saying that your ad's live. That's saying something about some punctuation that I've got in my ad. 2 of these. Okay. Let's review it. Campaign budget is too low. What did I do it? $15 a day. No, it's not too low. Okay, so I'll change that. You can do $15 a day. It's just probably too low because I've done so many ads with them. Place your order. Place your order right there, and you can see here that this is what's going to happen. This is exactly what it's going to look like. So, guys, do this strategy. I can tell you that it works. And just to show you guys, let me log into my Facebook account again because I want to show you, because you probably don't believe the whole, if you do $10 an ad or whatnot, or $5 an ad, that it will really go through and only charge you cheaper. So you can see here's the Rent to Own Connect one that we're doing. I'm doing $150 a day on this one. And you can see I've got my max bid to $5, but you can also see just for today, I've got all these ads going. I've got $5 my cost per click that I'm doing, not 10. And then 32 clicks on this, and you see here my cost per click, or your CPC, is 74 cents. So it's not $5 or anything like that. You can look at all of my stats right here, and you can see that none of that is true. So just wanted to show you that. So guys, I've generated a huge list off this, and you can do the same exact thing. So use this. And what I want to know is, what did you think of this video? Have you ever done Facebook ads, and have you ever done it to this extreme? So comment below this video right now, and I will see you on the next System Saturday. See you guys.